Okay, well, welcome back to uh, what I sold on eBay this week. This is my second installment. Uh, this is the second week of January of 2016 that I'm showing. This is actually March 28th today. And speaking of March 28th today, I took my wife out thrifting with me today. She wanted to go, um, which is an odd thing because in all the time I've been selling on eBay, she hasn't shown a whole lot of interest. She has jumped in a few times, but hasn't shown much interest. But she seems to have gotten a real interest for selling shoes, and so she wanted to go out and look for some shoes today to sell because our local Goodwill stores have their final clearance today. So shoes are 49 cents. So she bought a bunch of pairs of shoes today, but yesterday she listed her first pair of shoes on eBay, and 5 minutes later, she had an offer that was only $3 less than what she had asked for the shoes, and so she took it. So she was really excited about that. It made her giggle and stuff, so that was pretty cool. Um, and she listed 3 more pairs of shoes, so I was pretty excited. She's been watching a lot of YouTube videos, so I want to thank you guys out there who do YouTube videos on your hauls and how to do things, and your what sold videos and just everything that you guys have all done to create this community that we have on YouTube of resellers and in the Facebook groups where all these resellers have gotten together and are willing to share the lifestyle with one another and share information with one another and help one another out and all of this because it creates a sense of family that even though we may be far apart and we may not know each other very well, we do know when we see each other, hey, that's a reseller. Hey, he's doing the same thing I'm doing, and there's almost a sense of camaraderie there. So it's nice for that. And so anyway, she sold that pair of shoes, so she was really excited. So we went to the Goodwill today, and she bought, I think it was 10 pair of shoes, something like that. It was a whole bunch of pair of shoes. Of course, I bought a bunch of stuff too, but I'm gonna do a haul video on that. I should do a haul video on her shoes. If I can get her to get involved in that as well, that'd be great. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank everybody for that, and to tell you about my little story there. And now I'll move on to the good stuff. Again, this is the second week of January 2016. And our first item up is a Casio folding electronic calculator. And this item was listed on August 18th of last year, and it sold on the 8th of January for $12.95 plus shipping. Um, just a word about these calculators. Some of the calculators don't really seem to have much value, um, and some of them do. So I always just check them all out. I just take my time and sort through them and see which ones I might be able to make some money on. And Casio seems to be a good name. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. So uh, and a lot better than 12.95 sometimes too. So but yep. So that was the first thing that we sold that week, and the next thing is this blue aqua. It's a bale canning jar lid. Now these surprised me because I've been selling the clear canning jar lids for the same price, $5.99, for quite a while. I actually took an offer on this at $3.99. I didn't get the $5.99. I took an offer at $3.99. I listed these on October 17th, and I thought they would sell very quickly because the clear ones, I couldn't see the twin circles on there. I couldn't keep them things. I couldn't keep them. People just kept buying them, buying them, buying them, and I was really surprised the aqua ones. I figured they would do better, and when I looked them up, they weren't doing better. They actually seemed like they were doing worse, which was I don't know. That just really it was seemed to kind of strange to me. But yeah, I had it listed for like 3 months there, and sold that one, and that's I think the only blue one I sold out of the. I think I listed 6 or 10 of them or something like that, and that's the only one that I sold. I paid $1 for that, Same thing with that Casio calculator. I paid $1 for that as well. So okay, next is these replacement weapons from a Clue board game. This is from a 2002 version, and I listed this on December 12th last year, and it sold on the 8th. And you can see it's $4.99. It was free shipping as well though on that. So yeah, shipping works on these. So it wasn't that great a deal, but I have sold other pieces out of this Clue game, but I can't share them with you yet because they came later, or they might have come earlier than that. I might have sold some earlier, but I did sell these, and okay, was $4.99. Yep, got it. Next. And next, now this is something that this is kind of an interesting little thing here. I ran into this at the Goodwill store. It's a Fostex. It's a multi-tracker. I'm not really sure what they're for, which wasn't really important. But when I looked it up, they were selling really well. They were selling it at $50, $60, $70 for these things. And you know, I got it. I bought it. I paid $5.99 for it. I brought it home, and when I went to list it, I could hear something rattling around in there. And so, you know, I opened it up, and sure enough, there's a little piece of plastic and a spring were rolling around in there, and I didn't know where they went and what they were for. And well, this kind of stinks. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to just get rid of the thing because, you know, I don't know how to fix it, and I don't know if anybody's gonna want a broken one. So what I ended up doing was I took it apart. I took I don't know if you can see it there. There's those let's see if yeah, right here, this area right here. There's supposed to be some thumb levers, some tabs on there to push those levers up and down for those controls. I popped all them off, and I took off the adapter, the power adapter, and I'm not sure if there's anything else I took off of there or not right now. But yeah, so then I just listed the unit. I said that it was clean and nice, but that it powers on. But I did say somewhere that there was a piece missing. I did include the extra pieces in a little baggie in case somebody else could fix it. And I listed it for $24.95, and I listed it on December 30th last year, and it sold on the 8th. So that just this part did. I did end up selling the levers, and I think I just sold the power cord recently. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've made like $50, $60 on this thing by parting it out. So I guess you don't have to be afraid to part something out if it's broke or isn't working right or something like that. So yep, so that was an interesting thing. Let's see, that was something I didn't know anything about those. I just saw it and I thought, well, I've never seen one of those before. So I started looking it up, and I thought, okay, well, yeah, there's a good prices on it. So all right. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Why this sold on January 10th instead of December 10th, I don't know. But I did notice I listed it on, when did I list it? Oh, I listed it on November 4th. So I had it in plenty of time for Christmas, but maybe there was just a glut of people putting these up. It's a VHS tape, so I didn't expect a whole lot, but it did end up selling on the 10th for $10. I got $10 for it, so that was a good deal. So VHS tapes, remember that, VHS tapes. They're not all dead, most of them, but not all. Okay, next, this is a pack of playing cards. They were a souvenir from Whiteface Mountain in New York, and they were picture cards. They had see if I can get the picture up for you. Yeah, there's a. I guess this is what Whiteface Mountain looks like. Must be one of those things they ride up on the. I don't know. I think they should ski down the mountain or something at some point. But Yep, so I had them listed for $7.99. I listed them on, I paid a quarter for them. I had them listed on, I listed them on January 10th, and I sold them, actually I sold them on January 10th as well, and I got $6 with free shipping, so I made a couple bucks on it. Not a lot, but it was pretty interesting. I get a kick out of these kind of things, even though you don't make a lot of money on them. Need some water. This always kind of weirds me out that Corning Gravatt lids would sell. If I put this Gravatt lid together with the bowl with the bottom part, I wouldn't be able to get $12.49 for it. I put just the lid up and I get $12.49 for it. It's a cranberry color, kind of like the Pyrex Visionware kind of thing. It's Gravatt lid. I listed it on August 2nd last year, and I sold it January 11th. So it got sold January 11th for $12.49, and the clear ones will sell too. Not usually quite as high as that, but sometimes you can get $10 for them or more. So always worth the effort, I guess. For me, it is. And that price did not include shipping. They had to pay shipping on top of that. So I didn't lose out on that one. Next is, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. These are Oneida. The pattern is Twin Star. It's kind of an atomic like 1950s kind of thing. I paid $1.50 for these. I probably bought them pieces, 29 cents a piece or something like that. And I listed them September 14th and sold them on January 11th for $8.99. I used to sell these years ago. Probably one of the first flatware items that I ever found, and I used to get a lot more money for them than what I do today. And I don't think it's because there's more people listing them. I think it's because there's I just think that the collector market has changed on, and they're just not there's not so many people collecting them as there used to be. Okay, and I did I get $12.99? No, yeah, no, I know I got $8.99. Make sure you notice that I got $8.99. Took the offer on it. They were up quite a while. And next we have this mousetrap game. Now, this game was complete, and it was actually in pretty nice condition. So I put this up on eBay on January 11th, and I sold it on January 11th. It wasn't up long at all before it sold. It was really nice. It was a really nice condition. It's complete. Just had some minimal cosmetic wear on the box and stuff, but it looked really nice. It was really sharp, and the people got it, and they were really happy with it. So I paid $1 for that, and I got $29.99. So mousetrap. And and I noticed that there is a guy. These have a little steel ball in the game that a lot of times is missing. And I could have had one of these the other day, and I didn't pick it up. And then I happened to be looking for something the other day on eBay. I was looking stuff up, and I saw somebody sells the little steel balls that you can use with these. So I bought some. So I'm gonna have some extra ones so I can get some more of these games. I have some in the basement that they don't have the ball with them. So just make sure they're complete, and you should be good. Next is a Holy Bible, King James Version, Family Home Edition. This is one of the big thick Bibles. I don't know if you can tell from that picture how thick it is, but yeah, it's one of the big thick family Bibles, and it was in good shape. I guess it does say it has a smokiness odor. Well, I bet you that's why it took so long to sell. So I got it for a quarter, so I can't really complain. But yeah, I listed it on June 10th last year, and it sold on the 11th this year. And I only got $10 for it. So they gave me a half price offer, which seems to be what everybody's doing anymore, is giving half price offers. And most of the time when I counter the half price offers, they're not interested. So I usually have to wait for a buyer to come along who actually wants my item. This particular item I wasn't too worried about. Do you guys recognize this guy? Oh, where'd he go? I can't find my camera. There it is. That's weird doing that backwards. He's got like a little diamond for an eyeball. It's 1992, made by Lufton. I don't know. Anyway, he's just sitting here. So next is Stuka Pilot, Hans Rudel. This is an old paperback book. I didn't pay anything for this book. I listed it on September 25th and it sold on the 11th of January for $6.55. So that'd be plus shipping, which is what they did. They just gave me a offer that would basically give them free shipping. So yeah, I did an estate that I cleaned out last summer, and I pulled out probably 30 cardboard boxes full of old World War II and other era books as well. But there was a lot of the aircraft type, the air battles and stuff like that, and a lot of them had to do with the Nazi war machine. I sold a lot of them. I just sold them in my yard sale. I sold a lot of them in my yard sale. I made hundreds of dollars just on the books, and then I've been selling the books. I sold a bunch of them through Amazon and these older paperbacks and stuff like that. They don't have a barcode or anything like that. So I put a bunch of these on eBay, and I've sold quite a few of them. Yeah, so that was a good estate sale. I got paid well for doing, not estate sale, but I got paid well for doing it, and I also got a lot of free stuff to sell. So, and this is Luke Skywalker. It's a pewter token from the 1997 Star Wars Monopoly Classic Trilogy game, and it's just something I parted out. I did get $5.99 for Luke, and he sold on the 11th. And I don't know when I listed this game. I wasn't keeping track of when I listed stuff, when I listed it, but it's been over a year ago. So yeah. So okay. Next is another one of these. Now, if you watched the first video, you noticed that you'll know that I sold a bunch of these. I sold this one too, another one for $5. This one went to someone who actually bought 3 of these cookbooks, so they paid $15 and they got free shipping. So I listed these again on the day before Christmas, and I sold them on the 12th, and that's going to be this Express Ready Set Go, this one which is Cooking for One, and this one which is Quick and Easy Gourmet, and they all went to the same buyer. So they're all gone. So you can tell that I didn't lose money on that $25 box I bought. Okay, and this is a Daisy. It's a brown hard rubber doorstop, and I had another one that was a lot nicer than this, was better than this one. I think it was kind of older than this one, and I think that one went for $12 or $14, something like that. But that was back last year sometime. I got this one at the same time, but I didn't what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't this one took longer to sell. So it was only 50 cents, and I don't remember when I listed it, but it sold on the 12th, and it sold for $5. It sold for $5, and they paid for shipping too, so that was good. I don't know how to say that first word. Biaba, Baby Cook Classic. It's just a part that I just parted out. This this little appliance. Um, this is just the steamer basket. I sold most of the parts off. Haven't sold the main unit yet, but I did sell this off. And see, I paid $5 for the whole unit. So I listed on November 25th last year. Sold this piece on January 13th. I think I sold most of the other parts prior to this, but some of them might have been sold after this. We'll see. Yeah, so, and I only got $8 for this piece. It's the steamer basket out of it, but I only got $8 for it. But in shipping was $2.60 or something like that. So I made a little bit of money on that. And next is, well, you know this one. You recognize this one. If you watch my other videos, you probably heard me talk about this one. It's just a little tea light. You've seen them all over the place. In fact, I just picked up I picked up 8 more of them today at 5 at the Goodwill and 3 at my neighbor's closet across the street from the Goodwill in Mansfield, PA. And what did I pay? I paid 99 cents each for those ones, and then $2 for 3 of them over at the other place. And believe it or not, I don't know if this one I think I sold for cheaper. Yeah, this one I actually sold for $10. I sold it on the 12th. I listed it on June 21st. Sold it for $10. I paid 79 cents. But recently I've been selling them at full price for $14.99. So that's pretty cool. All right. Next is this Roy Kirkham pansy design bone china coffee mug. I got this. I got several of these last year at my neighbor's closet, and I paid 25 cents a piece for these. I did not. Did I? Nope. I did not write down when I listed them. It was sometime last summer, I'm pretty sure. But I sold this one on the 12th of January, and I got $15 for this. So it's a coffee mug, $15. I don't know if I got a picture. Yeah, there's the bottom of it. You can see what it looks like. So, okay, next. And this is another piece out of that cooker set that I bought. I sold this one for $9.99. I listed it again on December 23rd, and I sold it on January 13th. So this probably cost me $1, and I free shipped it. So it just went in a regular envelope. I just put some bubble wrap around it, sent an envelope up in a bubble mailer, and it was fine. All right, next. And you recognize this. It's the same as the other one from the last video. I had 2 of these, and this one went for $24.95 as well, and that went on the 14th of January. Yep. And the reason I priced these at this price is because when I listed them, there was, I think I found one other one that had sold, and they had sold for like $10 or something like that. And this was before Christmas, and there's kind of a glut of Christmas ornaments on eBay before Christmas. So I just thought, well, I think this thing's worth a lot more than that. It just seemed like it was worth a lot more. So I put it up for $24.95, put both of them up for $24.95, and they both sold after Christmas for $24.95. And there's actually a third one, but that's coming up later. So, all right, next is this W. I live in a town called Wellsboro, and the school colors here are, yes, green and white. However, there are a lot of towns out there that start with a W, and probably a lot of varsity teams with green and white. So I found these. Where I got these? I got these at the Goodwill store. I forget when I got them, but I listed them in July 20th, 2015, and they sold on the 14th of January. Well, this one did. I got three. Actually, got three of them. One was a little dirty, so I never did list that. But I had two of these. I sold one, and it sold for. I paid 99 cents. 99 cents each for them, I think, and I got $14.95 for this one plus shipping. So that was good. And now for our last item are these double-sided anagram tiles. These are just like a kind of a stiff cardboard, a stiff thin cardboard. These came out of a game called Dig. I think it was by Parker Brothers. It had the little guy from the little guy in the tux from Monopoly was on the box cover that these came in. The game Dig didn't sell. I mean, I looked it up on eBay and it really didn't do anything at all. I mean, $1.99 or something like that. So I thought, well, I'll just take these anagrams out and I don't even know if these actually went with the game. They might not have. They just might have been in the same box. Uh, you never know. You get this stuff at estates and Goodwills. You don't know what people put in the boxes. But anyway, I paid a buck for that game, and I listed these on October 27th, and I sold them on January 14th, and I did not get $14.99. I got $9 for them, and they had to pay for shipping. So those are my sales for the second week of January. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for being a part of this. And if you're enjoying this, I really hope that you will click like and that you'll subscribe to my channel and that you'll watch all my videos all the way through. And what I really hope is that you'll share with me your stories and things that happen as you're out thrifting, or what you've sold, or if you've had something like I've had and you've gotten more for it. I'd be happy to be made aware of that, so that next time around, if there is a next time around, I might know better about how to price something. So anyway, you take care. You have a great day, and keep listening. Alrighty, bye-bye.